The inauguration ceremony of the Dream Destination project to modernize 100 railway stations was held yesterday evening at the Presidential Secretariat. The initiative is a public-private partnership implemented by the Ministry of Transport, Highways, Ports and Civil Aviation in collaboration with the Clean Sri Lanka program and private sector support. The objective of this project is to develop a clean, safe and aesthetically pleasing railway station network across the country that ensures comfort and accessibility for all passengers, including those with special needs.
දීර්ඝ කාලයක් අපේ රට එක තලයක එක ලෙවල් එක තලයක ගමන් කරමින් තිබෙනවා. දැන් අපිට පුළුවන් මේ තියෙන තලයේ
For a long time our country has been operating on a single level. While we can introduce some reforms within the current level, our expectation is not to continue making small adjustments. We need to lift the country to an entirely new level. But what does it mean to elevate our country to a new level? It means that every citizen must come under the rule of law. People must fear the law. Right now, people are not subject to the law. People are not afraid of the law. We are taking this country to a place where citizens truly fear and respect the law. When someone thinks about corruption, they shouldn't dare to get involved in it. In fact, they should be afraid to even think about engaging in corruption or fraud. Just look at the news these days. It's all about corruption. People in this country must fear even the thought of stealing public money. If we are to raise the country to a new level, then the state machinery and the public service must become efficient and accountable to the people. That is why we are focusing special attention on the public transport system. The rate of road accidents in our country is alarmingly high. On average, 8 people die every day due to road accidents. Should we allow this situation to continue? Or will we raise the country to a better standard? That's why we are strengthening road laws and enforcement. A bus must be treated as a bus. There can be no alternatives to it. But small power structures have been created, mini governments. There is one government for bus owners, another for peta vendors. These small mini governments have no place in our country. We are going to eliminate all of them. This country should have only one government, the one elected by the people. So we cannot allow road rules to be subject to different authorities and mini governments. That's why, along with strengthening the public transport system, we are also introducing a strong legal framework. For a country like ours with a small economy, the dollar burden we bear for importing vehicles is huge. If we build a strong public transport service, we can reduce the annual financial burden we face for vehicles. When we say we are taking the country to a new level, it means transforming the public transport system into a highly efficient and modern service. We have considered the required public investments for this, and we are also opening the door for private sector participation. Let's build a strong public transport system. One of our key expectations is to rebrand our railway network, including rail lines and stations, with a new identity. That's why, as a first step, we have selected 100 railway stations for renovation. While preserving their historical and architectural value, we also need to ensure they meet the needs of today's people. We must stabilize and standardize our country. Governance cannot vary from one administration to another. We must establish new values and systems that are lasting. That is why I believe the political leadership is fully engaged in this mission. We are lifting the political culture of this country from the old level to a new one. In the same way, every sector must be elevated from the old level to a new one.
අපි අපේ රටේ දේශපාලන සංස්කෘතිය පැරණි තලයේ සිට නව තලයකට අපි ඔසවා තබලා තිබෙනවා. අන්න ඒ වගේ මේ හැම ශාස්ත්‍රයක්ම අපි පැරණි තලයේ සිට නව තලයකට අපි ඔසවා තැබිය යුතුයි.
During the event, the Minister of Transport handed over the National Road Safety Action Plan to the President.
දැනට අපි ගත්තොත් ලංකාවේ ට්‍රැෆික් නිසා දල වශයෙන් විශ්වාස කරනවා GDP එකට වෙන හානිය 2%.
We estimate that traffic congestion in Sri Lanka causes a 2 to 3% loss to GDP. So, from an economic development perspective, improving public transport is our priority. We've identified the railway system as the most important area to develop. Currently, outdated laws prevent women from being recruited into certain key roles within the railway service. We hope to amend these laws. We also expect to purchase new railway engines in the upcoming budget. In addition, we aim to bring ownership of the railway lines under the Department of Railways, especially to encourage private tourism-based train services. If there are private operators interested in running tourist trains, we are open to exploring that through proper study and regulation.
පුද්ගලික දුම්රිය ඔබතුමාලාට යොදවන්න කැමති නම් අප කැමති ඒ පිළිබඳව ඉඩකඩ ලබා දෙන්න හරියාකාරව අධ්‍යයනය කිරීමත් එක්ක